blockchain, the crypto trader and community. Welcome to this weekly News of the Week update provided by Teroxx, and this is what we're gonna talk about today. First of all, BACT have a new time high, as well as China is manipulating the crypto market. We will get over to that crypto scammers are brought to the court and what will happen next after this spike in BTC and the altcoins, as well as that the FED printed more money than Bitcoin's entire market capitalization. Last but not least, we will talk about that the UAE accept new crypto regulations and that there are projects in the line that will pop up very soon, and this is of course a great news for us. And now let's see it over to the news. So how I said, BACT's Bitcoin futures volume explodes by 260% to 11 million in 24 hours. Of course 11 million is nothing compared to what the big exchanges are having on volume, but all in all it's quite nice to see that even the BACT is gaining strongly in these days. BACT front runs the China hype, and according to that from Twitter-based monitoring resource BACT Volume Bot, BACT traded 1,183 Bitcoin future contracts, or worth 1,183 Bitcoin, and compared to just 331 contracts on Thursday, this was a huge increase of volume for BACT, and of course this is due to the China's news and the China's hype in the crypto market. And when we analyze it deeper, we can as well see that this is very remarkable due to, as we started, we had only 7.1 BTC a day. So all in all, what we can see, when there is a hype in the market, even BACT, even the institutions coming along and wants to buy some contracts here. How you may know, the market went strongly upwards because China's president gave a all-in on blockchain, and this of course affects billions of people, and this was the reason why the market jumped that hard. All in all, what we can see now is that WeChat, a Chinese chat platform similar to WhatsApp, searches for the blockchain, and A-share stocks skyrockets. So what we can see, that just because these chat searches for blockchain keep running, everything skyrocketed. And here we can see what a hype can us lead to. So basically stocks in Chinese blockchain A-share firms maxed out to their 10% daily limit after an endorsement of the technology from the highest echelons of power. The stock market rally was reported on October the 28th by the Global Times, an English language newspaper within Chinese. And here we can see that last week the President Xi Jinping had called for the country to accelerate its adoption of blockchain technologies to drive innovation and industrial transformation. And this leads us to this hype we saw. So basically the WeChat searches for blockchain went within 2 days from 707K to 9.2 million. So here you can see what just an announcement can us lead to and what can it do to the market, and this was a reason why we skyrocketed that much. Here is a graph where you can see that there was literally always an interest on searching for Bitcoin, but after Xi Jinping announced, it went just crazy, like the chart. And what we can see is that Dovey1, the co-founder of crypto investment holding firm Primitive Ventures, tweeted a screenshot of the stock market boom in the domestic blockchain sector. Nothing that is expected. Almost all over blockchain-related Chinese A-shares hit the daily upper limit. It's a 10% intraday gain, and how you can see over here, they all just went up like crazy. And this is just because one powerful man talked about cryptos. Meanwhile, on the global markets, Chinese firms such as Shenzhen Xunlei Networking Technologies Co. sold 107% gain to 4.82, and it's the highest daily rise since its listing on Nasdaq in 2014. So what we can see is that these Chinese people, these Chinese firms are very powerful and will be the dominator for the next years. What we can see here is that the crypto capital exec indicted on 3 criminals count in New York court. And what we can see here is, just easy as it is, that the crypto capital allegedly misled Bitfinex. And here we can see that they just scammed Bitfinex, and very good for Bitfinex position. Due to Bitfinex was always called to be in trouble with Tether, but now it seems that Bitfinex is not the real fraudulent behind this, but these are other people. So this would be quite good for Bitfinex as a platform. And the exchange claimed, among those misrepresentations, crypto capital regularly referred to its integrity, banking expertise, robust compliance program, and financial licenses. This was designed to assure us that crypto capital was capable of handling Bitfinex transactions. And here you can see crypto capital did the scam, the fraudulent, and it was not Bitfinex itself. All in all, this is now on the court in New York, and this is quite bullish for Bitfinex and for the market. Bitcoin price chart now looks ridiculous after record gains. This is what an analyst is saying about the chart right now, and what we can see is that Bitcoin held above 9k as the weekend of bullish madness continued to captive markets. And what we can see is that we are always changing the prices between around 10k and 9k. We are swinging through this after hitting a local high of nearly 10,500 early Saturday morning, and now we are cooling down a little. And what we as well can see is that China, as well as said, had background work done for cryptos and the blockchain, and as he released the news, everything went upwards. But of course, this was not a healthy movement, it was a hype movement, okay? And this always you have to keep in mind. So basically, a very good, well-known contributor of analysis on the Bitcoin chart is saying that it's mostly to expected that Bitcoin will return to levels around 8,800. Still would be more than 10% gain all in all, just because a tweet of Xi Jinping. But of course, this would be great as well. Altcoin markets shows a clear divide. So basically, the Chinese project skyrocketed, while like Ethereum and others just cooled already down a little and just had gains around of 1%. The FED just printed more money than Bitcoin's entire market cap, and this is quite interesting due to, if you may know, the Bitcoin market cap at this moment, or the coin market cap of all the market capitalization of all coins at this moment is around 300 billion plus minus. If we're thinking about that there can be no inflation on cryptos, you can just read this article to think about this. This month, the Fed balance sheet approaches 4 trillion. So basically, we can see that since mid-September, the FED just injected 210 billion into the economy, while Bitcoin's market capitalization stands at 148 billion. So what we can see is that the FED printed nearly $4 trillion all in all, and this is as well what will lead people to cryptos, because this is not healthy, and this will have to lead us to a crash in the economy due to just printing money in the mood cannot be healthy, and the world sleepwalking into the next financial crisis. And for holders of assets that cannot have their supply inflated, such as gold and Bitcoin, money printing has regularly sparked calls to decrease reliance on fiat currency. So all in all, the people will run into gold, precious metals, Bitcoin and altcoins, because this will lead us definitely to a financial crisis if we're just printing money with no value. Last but not least, let us talk about that the UAE finally accepts crypto regulations. Blockchain projects stand to benefit. There was a thinking about from the UAE regulators to build their exports and the whole economy based on export on the blockchain, but it's not happened yet. So all in all, what we can see is that the United Arab Emirates has drafted a resolution on regulating crypto assets, providing greater clarity to crypto-related projects in the Middle East nation. While we can see that the focus is usually on China, Japan, or the United States, the Middle East is an area that doesn't get often the attention it deserves when it comes to blockchain and cryptos. And here we can see Sukshi Jutla, a blockchain author, as well as the Financial Times and Google Top 100 European Digital Champion, said that UAE is sending a positive sign to the world, adding that they are signaling that they are open to exploring this area, and by creating guidelines, they are giving more reassurance, confidence, and stability to businesses owners who may want to enter this field. All in all, the UAE is a great indicator for how the world or how the regulations will be. Due to of the high regulation standards, not easy to set up something in the UAE, and this can be quite bullish if this goes through. The digital Silk Road, as reported, the UAE is someone that is doing digital Silk Road. So basically they want to build up everything on digitalized stuff for the future. They want to be ready for the future, and this is definitely the next step. All in all, I hope you like this news this week. It was quite bullish news. The market was bullish, and now I hope you like these videos. If you do, just give me a thumb up, comment, share, and like this video, and we will hear us next time when it comes to weekly crypto update provided by Teroxx.